Jennifer Hensel here, and we are on day 3 of the Book Bliss Challenge. Congratulations for making it this far. So I want to talk to you about everything to do with covers and titles and everything on your cover today. Okay, so did you know that there are hundreds of titles of books called Living on Purpose? That's just one example of how titles can be used over and over again by different people. Titles are not trademarkable, you guys. I know there's all kinds of different myths out there about that kind of thing, but you cannot trademark a title because they're literary works, and so other people can use that title. You can look into that further. That's as much as I'm going to say about that, but lots of other people can have your title. So what you want to do is go in and search and see how many people already have this title, and better, also make a subtitle that differentiates you. So if you do have a Living on Purpose book inside you, just come up with a really good subtitle that differentiates you. So Crushed Alive, it's conceivable there could be other books by that name, right? We have a subtitle, A True Story of a Journey from Tragedy to Triumph. Okay, so just something to know about titles. The other thing is I have a download for you, 100 titles. And what it is it's fill in the blanks writing prompts, and it gives you 100 examples because you always need to keep your audience in mind as well as the essence of your topic. So that can be tricky. It takes some work. It takes some time to work on your title. And so download that handout today. I'm also going to be talking to you in a demo about how to upload your cover to KDP. So Amazon's KDP provides a cover creator, which is excellent. It didn't used to be that great, but they've done a good job of upgrading it and making it really good. So if you don't have any design skills, please just use that. It will more than suffice. It's actually really good. Now, I always like to create mine in Photoshop, so I will be doing a demonstration for you of how to download the template from KDP to design your own cover, okay? So look at the demo for all those things. And I also wanted to talk to you about writing your description on the back of your book. Okay, so this should be 2 paragraphs for the description. You don't want much more than that because you don't want to put your whole book on the back cover. You want it to be compelling, so when someone picks it up and reads it, they're like, yeah, I want to read that. So what's in it for the reader, right? What is in it for them? What are they going to get out of it? Inspiration, motivation, skills, knowledge. Make sure you put that in there. And then a 1-paragraph bio. So that's part of the challenge today, you guys. I want you to work on your 1-paragraph, so I said 1 page, but 1-paragraph bio, 2-paragraph book description. This is an interesting exercise because what happens is by writing your description, it can help you have clarity about what you want in your book. So we worked yesterday on about the manuscript, breaking it out into chapters and things like that. The same thing when you work on the description of your book, it can really give you clarity when you have to reduce it and be concise and put everything into 2 paragraphs. It can help you have clarity around what your book is really going to be about and the essence of it and how it's going to help your reader. So I want you to write your 2-paragraph description and your 1-paragraph bio. A lot of you might have that on hand already. Make it in a 3rd person. So you don't want to say, I'm an author or I do this or that. You want to say your name is an expert in this or that and have your bio in 3rd person, okay? The other thing I'll be showing you in the demo are different places to get stock photos. So if you want to take your own photos, that's great. If you have a photo of yourself or some other photo that you've taken, that's fantastic. But if you want to use stock photos, there's lots of amazing stock available for free or paid. So watch the demo and watch for the challenges and the downloads at the end of this video. Thank you. Here's one of your downloads for today, 100 titles. This is just a writing prompt sheet for you. It gives you ideas of what you might want your title to be. Now you may look at this and think, oh, I don't want any of these. That's fine. At least it's going to point you in the direction of what you do want. But take a look at them. They might give you some ideas. You want to have your audience in mind in your title, as well as the essence of your book. So it takes some time to work on this and to really get the right title. But this is a starting point for you. I'm also giving you Paul's full book cover, the image. This is the actual JPEG that's uploaded to be printed and wrapped around the book. And so when you're designing your cover, you need to have the full width back to front so that it can wrap around And you have to have a specific width because the spine is going to change depending on how many pages you have in the book. And we'll cover that later when I go into the KDP system and show you how to upload that and see the specifications that they need. So this is just for an example for you. Now this is the 2D cover that Amazon generates once you upload your cover. And this is what they use for promotion within the Amazon websites. And you can use it as well. You can download it and use it for yourself. And this is a 3D version that I created. And I always create 3D versions for promotional reasons as well. So this is nothing that would go into you never ever put this 3D cover into Amazon in any way, or you don't upload this. Never upload this into Amazon. But this could be used for your website, social media, all kinds of things like that, blog posts, opt-ins, all those kinds of things. That's what you would use this kind of 3D book for. Okay, so before we dive into KDP with your covers, I want to talk to you about images. And these are some of my favorite sites where I get stock images. So you may be doing some photography and getting your own photos. That's great. But if you're using stock photos, then these are some of the sites that you can get some free photos from. Unsplash, really high quality images. I really love this site. And this is mostly high-end photography. The other site is Pixabay. Now Pixabay has photography, but they also have graphics like this. You can see graphic stuff. So things that people have designed. But Unsplash doesn't usually have that kind of thing. They only have photos. Pixabay has photos and design elements. And then Pexels, that's a great one as well. Now, iStock is a paid site. All those other three that I showed you were free, totally free. But iStock is a paid site. So if you're really looking for just a very specific image, really professional, this is where you'd buy it. And it's usually, the prices range, but make sure you look at the licensing for the specific photo you want to make sure you can use it for a book cover, because I know people who have grabbed their photo and used it in a way that wasn't covered by the license, for example, for a book cover, and then they get a bill for $800 or more. I know people that have gotten charged $800, $2,000. You can dispute it, but you don't want that to happen. Just look at the license and make sure you're paying the right amount up front to use this on your book cover. Now we're going to dive in to KDP and see how the covers work within KDP. In our bookshelf, we're looking at the example we created yesterday of planning your best year ever. And we only got so far, didn't we? So continue setup. So here we are. Tab 1 is complete. Tab 2 is not quite complete yet because we got our ISBN. We put the publication date. We chose all this stuff. We uploaded our manuscript, but we have to do the cover next. So remember, you need to complete your manuscript before you do your cover because you need to know the exact number of pages in order to create the cover, because it's a full width image from back to front and you need to know how wide the spine is going to be. But KDP right here helps you with all that. All right, so your choices here are use the cover creator. So let's just take a look at that. This option wouldn't even come up until you've uploaded your manuscript. So let's take a look at the launch cover creator. Okay, now you can grab the image from your computer, but let's take a look at their gallery. These are all the photos you could choose from. So you could use their photos that they have here for your book. So let's just choose one just for fun. Use this image. You see, and then it pops the image in. Now, their cover creator used to be terrible, and I've always created all my own covers, but they look really good now. They've done a good job of providing some really excellent templates here. So if you don't have any design skills, I highly recommend just use this KDP cover generator. If you just choose one of these, choose this design, they'll walk you through, you just fill it all in with your 2 paragraphs, your author bio, your title, name. Look, it even filled some of it in. Okay, but what I normally do is I upload my cover. I'll send you this link for the cover creator specifications. These are all the specifications if you want to create the book yourself. But what I do is I just download a template. So you can find this page by going to prepare your book. Well, prepare, publish, promote, prepare your book, down here to create a book cover, cover creator. And you land on this page. You can see the file path right here. Okay, that's how you get to this page, but I'll give you the direct link. If you just scroll down, click right here on templates. So they have a really handy tool. You're going to enter the dimensions of your book. So we're doing an 8.5 by 11 workbook. And it was, I believe it was 27 pages. And then I'm going to download cover template. Here I am in Photoshop with the template that I've downloaded. And this is a very specific template based on the dimensions of the book and the number of pages, because they will design the spine to be the exact width that you need depending on the number of pages that you have. So that's why you need this template if you're going to be designing your own cover. Again, remember, don't be too overwhelmed with some of this technical stuff. You can always outsource this, but it's good for you to know what's involved if you're going to outsource this at the most affordable rate. So now take a look at what I did with this template. I was able to create this for the Planning Your Best Year Ever. I gave it a bit of a different look. Now, if we go over here, underneath, you can't see it, but underneath is the template. You see, so when I pull the template out, I can do things like I was able to center the text on the back of the book. I was able to position this properly to make sure the words weren't cut off, right? This is showing you the cut marks where they're going to cut the book, and it's not going to print. They won't print. The cover is full bleed, just so you know. So the color will go to the edge of the book, but it's just giving you an idea of beyond this little line. This is the safe zone is outside of these orange lines. You don't want to print anything inside these orange lines. I can pull this template back and forth. It just helps guide me in where to put everything in the design. Okay, so now I'm going to go File, Save As, and save this as a JPEG and a PDF. Sometimes the system will take the JPEG, sometimes it needs the PDF. So I just create both, and I'll upload those in a moment. But first, I wanted to show you a couple really neat things. Here's the 2D cover of the book. All I did was I took the JPEG of the full cover art and I just cut it in half. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Windows, Actions, and it brings up this menu over here. I'm going to click on Book Paperback, Step 1, and click this. That creates the template for a book cover. I'm going to click here and drag this over into here. And then I'm going to click Step 2 and the Go button right here. Now, right now, I'm not touching the keyboard. This is the magic of this. I'm not doing this. The system is automatically doing this. This is called an action in Photoshop. Take a look. It created me a 3D image of the book. And I can use this for all kinds of promotional purposes on my website, in social, for opt-ins, all kinds of things. This will be used for those purposes. So if you know Photoshop, you can do all of these things. You can create your full cover art, you can create your 2D cover art, and a 3D book. All right, so we're back in KDP, and we're on the option to upload your cover. Remember, you can use the Launch Cover Creator or upload your own. So I'm just going to upload it here. It's just uploading the image that I showed you that I created. All right, cover uploaded successfully. Here are your day 3 challenges. You have 3 options. A is at the beginner level. Take a look at the various stock photo sites and find some photos you think might make good book covers for your topic. B, intermediate. Write the first draft of your description, which is 2 paragraphs, and your author bio, which is 1 paragraph. Or C, which is advanced. It's the I'm ready level. You can design your cover in KDP's Cover Creator or upload it in your KDP account for your book. That would be exciting. If you do that one, make sure you share as well. And here are your handouts and downloads. 100 title ideas, all your stock photo links, KDP links, the examples I'm giving you, the 2D book, the 3D book, and the printed cover. Just click See More in the post and you'll be able to access all these links directly.